Let's talk real estate with Daryl King. Before I start that, congratulations Toronto Maple Leaf. Won round one, first time in 19 years. Awesome. They lost the first game, unfortunately. But let's talk about the Toronto Real Estate Board first and foremost. Things have changed. Sales are only down by 5.2 compared to April 22, but increased compared to March. New listings were down by more than 1/3 compared to last year. Competition between buyers has increased due to lower listings, supporting improvement in selling prices. So what's been happening is the composite year over year is down 12.1%. We look at the average selling price. That was $1,053,269 in April 23, down 7.8% compared to last year, but increased compared to March. We look at $1,153,000. We were down 47% in sales. That's come back dramatically. The prices have come back dramatically. I mean, we're still down. Last year in the first few months, January, February, March, April, record-breaking months. We're not that far off. Like January and February, down 37%. March, we're down 35%. And now we're only down at this month, April, 7.8%. Pretty big turnaround considering the rates went up considerably. Buyers can still find their dream home just at lower selling price than last year. They just need to find a good realtor that can help them get through that maze. If we look at things, how do we predict the market to be? Well, I always said the market's going to rebound. The market is adjusted to higher interest rates and the higher qualification rates, because if we look at the immigration that's coming in, we've had the record-breaking immigration coming into the country. They say they have the foreign ban on there, but pretty much 80% of that has changed. Doesn't mean a whole lot. But so that means they give immigration landed immigrant status, so they're not foreign buyers anymore. Those people can buy our houses that are here today. Right now, a lot of the builders had held back because of COVID, because prices were too dear and too much rigmarole to go through with the municipality. So, now they're saying they're going to speed it up. If we look in the areas here, in the Toronto region, they had 2,735 sales, and the average price was $1,120,352. Now remember, Toronto is much more expensive for detached houses than that, but it's because of all the condos there. It brings their averages down substantially. But if you want to buy a detached house in Toronto, it's still very steep. So now we go to the other big city, and they had 1,384, and their average is 1,102,352. So it's like 118,000 less than Toronto on average. But also, they have a lot of condos in that area. Now, condo sales are down substantially, new sales. Like, they're down about 70%. So we look at York region, they had 1,370 sales. Right behind Peel, only 14. And Peel is a much bigger city than Richmond Hill. So people love to come to Richmond Hill. It's a great area. So you're thinking about moving, give us a call. So our average is 1,369,724. So it's getting right back up there. Why wouldn't it? It's such a great area. And then we go to Durham region. They're at 903. So they were down substantially. Now their average is 956,240. If you see in all the areas, more sales. The averages have come up again dramatically. They're not to the peak still. If you look, the peak is going to tell you you're down about 8% roughly, on average. And then back in Simcoe County, which is two boards, Toronto Real Estate Board 265 for an average price of $956,630. It's pretty funny that Durham and Simcoe are very similar to what on Toronto Real Estate Board, but then you go into the Simcoe board, Barrie board, their averages are much lower at that point. So they probably have somewhere around 900 sales if I combine together. So what does this mean? It means that the amount of listings are down dramatically. Sales are down 5.2%. New listings are down 38.3%. Biggest problem we're facing today is active listings for buyers can come and purchase. So you're thinking of selling your house. Guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd call this a 10. You're not getting a better time to sell your house. And if you're a buyer, prices are not going down. It's going to bottom out. And I had so many buyers say, we're waiting. But you ever see that ship or that airplane or the train or the bus has left? It's already left. I would say we've already hit our bottom, and you can see just on these statistics, we're on a rebounding backwards already. If you're going to make that move, go make it now. Get a great realtor, get a good mortgage broker, and go do your house on it. Make sure you're pre-approved. So important. There's lots of assignments right now. I mean, lots and lots of assignments. So you could go buy a condo or maybe a house that was bought 1, 2, or 3 years later, like earlier, and you could buy it today at a much better price. For more information, give us a call, 905 907-5464, our homes at darylking.com, and we'd be happy to answer all of your questions. Let's have a great spring. Golf season's open up. Let's get the Leafs through the second round. Take care. Be well. This is Daryl King. Bye-bye.